Hi everyone, Emmeline here. Welcome back to Fierce and Radiant. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Go by Glimmer Cheek and Eyeshadow by Avon. Now this is going to launch on January 14th, 2026. It's a dual purpose blush and eyeshadow. I'm going to be showing you all 6 shades today, and they come in like a mixture of soft matte and fine pearl finishes. In addition, there's like a special going on in the upcoming brochure where if you purchase a certain amount of items from the Go by Glimmer collection, you're going to get this free brush. Now this brush is specially designed for this product. However, it's not going to be sold separately. At the moment I have 3 of them, so I'm going to be using these to try out some of the shades. So without further ado, let's jump in. Now the lightest shade is like a light pink. It's called Feminine. Now the other pink is kind of darker and more vibrant. This one is called Botanical Gardens. Now on that one you can really kind of see the pearly finish in the compact, at least when you look in person. On the skin, the pearly finish is a little bit more subtle. Now moving into the oranges, we have this kind of earthy orange called Spicy. Now the next orange one is called Melon. It's a bit more vibrant, almost like a pink orange. Now let me get a little closer so you can see what I'm talking about with like the pearl finish, because this one has it as well. See if you can put it at an angle, you can see like kind of like gold pearly flecks. So far it's been the 2 pink shades plus Melon that have that pearlesque finish. The light pink, I looked again and saw it. I didn't notice it at first. Again, it's much more subtle on the skin than it is in the compact. Now the next 2 shades are a bit darker. There's one purple one here called Merlot. Now this one seems to have the pearlesque finish as well. Now this next one is a nice earthy brown called Shady. Now this one has the soft matte finish as well. So it seems like it's just this shade and the earthy orange shade called Spicy. Those are the 2 that are matte. Alright, so that was all 6 shades swatched. I do think it's quite a nice range, you know, with a couple pinks, couple oranges, purples, and browns represented. And I like how all the shades, even the ones that are kind of brighter, are kind of like soft and ethereal as far as like the feel and the vibe of them. So I want to try some out on my face. I actually want to try Merlot as a blush first. You know, when I first looked at the package, I was like, oh, it's definitely too dark. But I think I might be able to get a light enough application so it's not too dark on me, but there's only one way to find out, so let's try that out. I'm gonna go super light at first. Okay. So yeah, a little bit does go a long way. So So it might be a little too dark for my skin tone here. I like the quality of the purple though. Okay, I blended it out a little more and I actually might not be that dark. I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments. As far as the brush, I was a little skeptical about the shape, but that actually blended in pretty well. And also the other side is clean, so I could totally use a different shade if I wanted. I thought some of the color might seep to the other side, you know, like other types of brushes, but it looks pretty clean. So on my other cheek, I want to try Botanical Gardens. It's like the slightly brighter pink. I went a little heavier on the brush with this shade. See how it goes. Oh my gosh, okay, too heavy. Got a little overzealous. Okay. So yeah, I went a little too heavy, but it actually blends pretty well. Like at first it seems severe, but if you really like take the time to blend it out, it's not too bad if you get a little too much, as you can see. I do like the shade on my skin tone. It's kind of brightening up my makeup look. You know, it's a pretty happy looking blush. Okay, so next I want to try out Spicy on the eye. You know, I'm always looking for good orange eyeshadows. Let's see how this brush does on the eye, because it's a little like fanned out, which isn't necessarily the most versatile for different eye looks, but let's see. Very interesting. Definitely with the fanned out brush, you're gonna have like basically one color for the whole lid. Let me go a little thicker. You know, I'm not too mad at this brush method. Did get a bit underneath, but the whole lid look is kind of nice. For the other eye, I want to try out Shady. Okay. For this eye, I tried a slightly different angle. Got a little bit less on the under eye. But let me try to fix the top here. So depending on your skin tone, this shade might be better as like an accent color, not necessarily the whole lid. But yeah, definitely play around with that. I want to try playing around a little more with the eyeshadows. I want to try putting Merlot on both eyelids. Alright, so I like that shade as an eyeshadow. I will say the brush is a little bit difficult with the eyelids. I kind of had to go upwards to avoid getting powder down here, but then it makes it hard up here to then blend it out. So probably if I was creating a makeup look for real, I'd do a different highlighter shade with the purple down here. We definitely need to get some other brushes into the mix. You know, unless you're looking to get a little color on the bottom as well. Now for the cheeks, I really did like the brush. Made it pretty easy to blend over there. And with these shades, a little bit really does go a long way. So I would definitely start small, and then if you need to go a little bit heavier, layer little by little. But yeah, I personally am a big fan of blush shades that are a little bit more like dreamy and ethereal. So I'm excited to try these out more in different makeup looks. I think the Botanical Gardens, I can really see myself using that shade a lot. So there you have it. That was the Go by Glimmer Cheek and Eyeshadow. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.